Hello everyone, I am back with another video, this time a little sit down one because I'm gonna do my hair care routine, or I guess sort of just my straightening routine. A lot of you have been asking how I straighten my natural hair. I always straighten my hair in the winter time, it's just easier for me to manage. I feel like my hair stays better hydrated for some reason. Don't know, but I'm gonna get into everything today, how I wash it, how I blow dry it, straighten it, everything. Unfortunately, I have to do a bit of a disclaimer just because unfortunately I have to in natural hair videos. When I say natural hair, I'm referring to the natural hair community, so women of color who choose not to relax their hair. I shouldn't even say natural women, natural people who choose not to straighten their hair. That's totally awesome. However, if I choose to do it or if anyone else chooses to do it, it's their hair, it's their life. I don't think it's beneficial to bash anyone's lifestyle for what they choose to do, especially for something as superficial as hair. So let's not worry about that too much. A lot of you have been curious about how I've been maintaining my hair, so that's about, that's our main concern for this video, okay? I'm not trying to start any sort of debates. I'm sure any of you who are kind of outside of this community are like, why would there be any debates? But trust me, there are. And yeah, that's just not what I'm here for today. So without further ado, let's get into the video. My hair care routine is actually pretty simple, so in my opinion, so let's get into it. So for starters, I wash my hair once, probably every 1 to 2 weeks, just depending. I would never wash my hair before like the 1 week mark unless, I don't know, something, came up. And 2 weeks, maybe even a bit past 2 weeks is where I'm really like, okay, I have to wash my hair. Like I can only wear hats now. I can only put my hair like in a low bun, like she's gotta be washed. So that's that time frame. When I do wash my hair, it's really not as long of a process as it has been in the past. I feel like I've gotten really good at kind of, keeping the time at the minimum point that it can be. I feel like I'm doing a good job. Anyway, let's get into how I wash my hair. For starters, I'll actually put on a hydrating mask before I do anything. I really like to have some sort of hydrating product in my hair before I even touch it with shampoo. I feel like it helps just for my hair to maintain moisture that way. So I have been using the Verb Manage and Restore mask. I got this at Sephora. It doesn't have much of a scent. It does have a scent, but it's very clean and not perfumey at all. So I feel like most people would like it. I don't think anyone would be super offended by it. And as far as Sephora goes, it's, in my opinion, one of the more inexpensive items. So that's pretty good. But anyway, I will just put this on and then do whatever for anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour to 2 hours. I put it on last night thinking I would sit around for like an hour, and I think I ended up sitting for like 2.5 hours. Yeah, so I just leave that on however long I feel like it, and then I hop in the shower and get going. So first things first, I really want to get my hair super wet just so the shampoo lathers up really well. Apologies for this not being a cruelty-free item. I think everything else that I'm mentioning should be cruelty-free, and maybe this is, but I really doubt it because I don't know, I just doubt it. But I use the Head & Shoulders Smooth and Silky shampoo just because at the beginning of the winter season, I was really struggling with dandruff, like more than I ever had for some reason. So I was desperate. I couldn't really find a good like cruelty-free option. Please actually comment down below if you do have a good cruelty-free or natural sort of anti-dandruff shampoo. And really, I'm not looking for home remedies. I am looking for something that I can just purchase. That's just me personally. But anyway, so this is what I use. I like it because it goes well with the conditioner I'll show you in a second, which is actually cruelty-free. But anyway, this sort of smooth and silky line, I feel like really helps with the whole straightening process of my hair. And I will kind of massage this into the scalp really well once. It kind of doesn't lather a ton in that time just because, I don't know, it just doesn't. Then I'll rinse that out a bit. And typically I'm using a shower comb, kind of like this, to get all of the product out. And then I will go back in for a second shampooing. Since I don't shampoo my hair that much, I really feel like you do have to do the whole lather, rinse, repeat thing. So yeah, that's what I do. And that time it really lathers up really well. And then I can rinse it out and commence the conditioning portion. So I use the It's a 10 Silk Express Miracle Silk Conditioner. I am not, it's dripping. I am not super tied to any of these products. They just happen to be what I'm using at the moment. I pretty much switch my hair care products all the time, except for my curly routine, which some of these products are actually from my curly routine you'll see in a bit, but that's neither here nor there. That's the video for the summertime that you'll see. But this stuff Smells really, really good. It actually smells really good in combination with this shampoo, but since they are both sort of silky products, again, it gets my hair so sleek, sweet smelling when I'm done with the whole thing. And I basically just put this through my hair, focusing on the ends and especially the front of my hair. And then I'll just put it up and do whatever in the shower for a little bit. I'm not trying to like deep condition with this because obviously I've already deep conditioned, so I'll just like shave my legs or do whatever else, and then I will wash my hair. I will say when I wash my hair, I typically do it at night. I am a morning showerer in you know, my day-to-day sort of life, but if I'm washing my hair, like that's not my normal shower of the day, like that is planned out. I'm washing my hair, you know what I mean? So I will do this at night, and then I'll get into my drying process, and then I do the straightening process in the morning. But yeah, anyway, I rinse out all that conditioner with the comb again, and I'm not super focused on getting all of it out. I don't necessarily mind if some of the conditioner stays behind. I know maybe that's gonna be like, oh my god, to some of you, but that's just what I do. It helps to keep my hair really soft. And something else important to remember is make sure your water is not too hot, like this entire hair washing process. I'm guilty of that sometimes, but it is something that I try to be aware of. So just, I guess, try to be aware of that yourself. But anyway, when I get out, oh, I just realized I don't have my blow dryer out here, but I'll try and do B-roll of it if I forget. It literally doesn't really matter what blow dryer you're using. I got mine at Sally's. I think it's like the Hot Shot Tools or the Hot Tools or whatever the heck they call it. I don't know. I don't think you need that bougie Dyson one that people will be showing on YouTube all the time. To prep my hair for blow drying, I take it out of a towel. I will just let it sit in a towel for a bit just to absorb some of that excess moisture. Then I'll go through it with a leave-in conditioner. I still use my curly routine one just because I love this stuff. It's the Blueberry Bliss Reparative leave-in conditioner. It smells nice. It's pretty inexpensive. You can get it at Target, and I just really dig it. This is something that I'll probably always continue to use, actually, even though I said I'm not tied to a lot of my hair products. This is like a golden gal for me, so I enjoy it. But anyway, I will put that through, and then I sort of prep it for heat. So I use the Silk Influsion to make sure the hair is going to come out really sleek after blow drying. And then I also go over it with a true like heat protectant. This is the Chi 44 Iron Guard. But yeah, I'll put those through and then brush everything out. Obviously, if I was doing my curly routine, I would not brush my hair at this stage, but since I'm going to be blow drying it, it doesn't really matter. And then with my blow dryer, I will kind of get my hair positioned into a brush that is meant for blow drying. This is, I think this is an Eco Tools one. It is, I can barely see it, it's faded, but this has sort of like vents through it. So I feel like something like this where the air can pass through really helps to speed up the drying process. So I'll basically just take it down really slowly for the first pass, and then I'll just go back through, continuing to like grab sections with the brush and just blow it straight. But once my entire head of hair is done and I've tried to concentrate on the roots, I will just twist it up, go to bed, and that is that. I will also say that I sleep with a satin pillowcase. I don't know if it's actually satin. I got it on Amazon for like $3, so I kind of doubt it's actual satin, but I sleep on a very silky, soft pillowcase. Always. It's just good for anyone. It's good for your hair, it's good for your skin, so that's something I recommend. But once I have woken up in the morning and done my stuff, done my face, whatever, and showered for real, then I will get into actually straightening my hair. I like to straighten my hair the morning after I blow dry my hair. After washing it, just because I want to go through the day with my nice, clean, straight hair like I am in this video. So this is my straightener. I just bought it at the end of last year, so I think over like Thanksgiving break or so, maybe even a little bit before that. But this is the Nano Titanium by BaBylissPRO, and this is honestly probably the best straightener I've ever used. I was hesitant because it was pretty pricey, and in my opinion it doesn't look like an expensive hair straightener, so I was like, what am I even paying for? But honestly, this is the best straightener I've ever used. One pass and you're Gucci, and this keeps my hair silkier, straighter than any straightener I've ever used before. I've used Chi, I've used, I can't remember this brand that like sent me a straightener for my YouTube channel. I've talked about them on here. It's like Diamond something. That straightener is I think like $250 or something. I'm gonna just say do yourself a favor and do not buy that straightener because it just like crapped out randomly one day and I was not a fan. So, or it didn't crap out randomly one day, but it was getting to the point where it would just like shut off for no reason while I was using it. So prepping to straighten my hair. I think I straightened my hair at about 360 roughly. The measurements on a BaByliss are really weird. You'll have to look in the manual to see how they correspond. It's like a different number system, but anyway. And then I just go ahead and prep it for straightening. So I use the same iron, what is this? No, sorry, the Silk Influsion just a bit of that all through the hair, and then a bit of the 44 Iron Guard all through the hair, really concentrating on my ends in the front because those are the portions that I feel like are most heavily affected by the heat. And then I just take my brush and make sure everything is evenly distributed through the hair. And then I basically section off my hair and go to town. I try to not take too big of sections because I really want to make sure that I can just get through with one pass, make sure those curls near the scalp are really getting straightened out. But honestly, you don't have to hold it on the hair for a ton of time, at least not what I've been used to with other straighteners. I feel like it's a pretty easy process. So yeah, definitely enjoy this routine I've been doing and the products I've been using. When I get to the front of my hair, I've kind of sectioned it. So it's the part that where my part starts, that's my final section. Then I will just make sure I'm getting these parts in as thin of sections as I can, getting it as flat and straight as I can. But even once all that's said and done, it looks pretty good. I do still like to take a little bit of like edge control gel. This is the Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Paste. So from that same line as the conditioner. And again, this is a product I use when my hair is curly too. I really enjoy it, but I don't want to take too much of it because I definitely don't want like curls to reform at the front. So just a bit. And I will just take that with, I guess I forgot to bring it out here too, but you see in the video, just a small, it's a teasing comb technically, or a teasing brush is what that is. And you can just use that to like press them edges, get them laid, girl. And I think that is pretty much everything. I will sometimes finish off with a little teeny tiny bit more Silk Influsion just to go over everything, make it nice and shiny, make it smell nice. And that is my start to finish hair care routine. So there you have it. As far as like maintenance goes throughout the week, I try not to put I try not to put heat on my hair throughout the week. If need be, I might straighten some of these front bits a teeny tiny bit, or sometimes the base here will get a little curly. I do wear a shower cap and I wear like a headband inside the shower cap too. So some days that's enough. Some days I feel like moisture gets back in there and will like revert this small bit back here. So I might have to go over that. And I think I talked about in another video, I will kind of twist my hair the way you saw me twist it like 10,000 times in that video. Put it up like that, and then I clip it. And then when I wake up, I have kind of wavy-ish hair like you saw in my last sit down video. I think that was a get ready with me. So if you're curious how my hair turns out throughout the week without re-straightening the whole thing, that's how it looks. I think that's everything. I feel like I talked so quickly, but yeah, I think that's it. So thank you all so much for watching this video. It's been chill having you here, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.